and welcome to the April 2009 Resource of the Month. Last month I featured J. Gresham Machen's What is Faith, and I got a good response from that, so I decided to keep this little tradition alive. So this month's Resource of the Month is Michael Horton's Christless Christianity. One of the main reasons that I picked this book for the Book of the Month is because I believe that there's such a pervasive need today to establish what the gospel is and to not assume what it is. You know, so many people today, they have the mentality of, yeah, we already know what the gospel is. I already know all that stuff. Is that a real North Face jacket? And you know, we need to get past all that stuff. We need to get back to what the gospel is, back to believing it, back to embracing it, and standing firm on it. Michael Horton in this book, I believe that he makes a great case for what he is calling the alternative gospel of the American church. In fact, that's the subtitle of his book. He argues that we haven't reached a Christless Christianity, but if we keep on the same plane that we're going, we definitely will. And I tend to agree with him. To give you a gist of where this book goes and which direction he takes it, I'm going to read the very first paragraph from the very first chapter, and will allow you to try to form an opinion about the rest of it, because I think it gives a good summary of why this book is so important. He starts off by writing, "What would things look like if Satan really took control of a city? Over a half-century ago, Presbyterian minister Donald Gray Barnhouse offered his own scenario in his weekly sermon that was also broadcast nationwide on CBS radio. Barnhouse speculated that if Satan took over Philadelphia, all of the bars would be closed, pornography banished, and pristine streets would be filled with tidy pedestrians who smiled at each other. There would be no swearing. The children would say yes, sir, and no, ma'am, and the churches would be full every Sunday where Christ is not preached." Now, if that doesn't give you a good idea of why this issue is so important in our day, I'm not quite sure what can get the point across to you. As many of you know, Michael Horton is the host of a radio show, nationally syndicated radio show called The White Horse Inn. And last year they actually devoted the entire year to the subject of Christless Christianity. I listened to every single show from last year at one time or another, sometimes multiple times for a single show. So I was really expecting to pick up this book and not really have too much new as far as substance goes, but I was pleasantly surprised. There was a lot of things that were mentioned already on the show. So if you've listened to every single White Horse Inn from last year, you are going to recognize a few things, but it's so packed with so much stuff. It's a good systematic way to say what is wrong with Americanity or American Christianity, whichever you'd like to call it. They did two shows last year, one called Christless Christianity, which introduced the subject, and one towards the end of the year called Christless Christianity Revisited. I'm not going to post those on YouTube, mainly because of time constraints on my end. I don't have as much now that I'm in law school, but I am going to link to them over here on the side, so you can go and listen to those at your leisure. I highly recommend it. I've had friends that have listened to it that totally it changed their worldview, just those two 30-minute shows. And thanks for the White Horse Inn for giving me permission to put those on YouTube. One of the reasons I made this book the Resource of the Month was because I believed it is the most concise, lucid way that I could present to somebody exactly what is wrong with American Christianity. You know, so many of us, we long for the way to tell our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, those that we hold dear, what exactly the problem is. We know there's a problem, but we just don't know how to articulate it in the right means. This book is, I believe, the best way to lay it out for them in a systematic way. I actually gave about 6 or 7 copies of this out for Christmas, so you know, it's not like I'm just not standing by my words on this. I really do believe it's a great resource. Well, folks, that's it. That's the April 2009 Resource of the Month. I'll put a link to it in the description to the video. You can get it off of Amazon. I believe it's about $13 to $14 right now off of Amazon, brand new. But you know, you can go other places like eBay probably and possibly get it a little bit cheaper. But yeah, that's it. Next month's resource of the month, I'm actually trying to cook up a little something. I've already got in mind which one it's gonna be, but I'm trying to get something together with a few friends that you might have seen here on a video or two before, but that's in the works right now, and that should be by the end of this month, beginning of next month. No secrets are going to get told yet about that one, so don't IM me. But yeah, thanks everybody for your support. Just a little brief word about the emails. I do get a lot of emails from you, and I try to answer a good many of them. Right now with law school, time is just an issue. So I want you to know that I do read all the emails that I get, and I'm very appreciative for them. Even the questions that I wish I had time to answer, I just don't have it right now. But thank you for them all. They do get read. They don't get ignored. And I appreciate all the support. Take care, everyone. God bless.